Hello everyone, welcome back to Vinayak Y U Sir Academy Bengaluru. This is topic of the day session, and in today's topic we will be discussing a very important topic, that is Indus Valley Script. Okay, so in this video we will see why it is in news, why it is difficult to decipher Indus Valley Script, and what have been the previous instances where they have tried to decipher the Indus Valley Script, and we will also have a general discussion about Indus Valley. Okay, so very important topic, especially from prelims perspective. If you are aspiring for 2025 prelims, this topic becomes very important for you. Okay, these are some key points or key topics which you should be focusing for 2025 prelims. So ancient history and especially Indus Valley Civilization, there will be one question from Indus Valley Civilization almost every year. So this year, since the script is in news, there can be a questions based on the Indus Valley script. Okay, so now back to coming to the topic, why it is in news? Because Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has announced $1 million prize for successfully deciphering the Indus Valley script, highlighting its significance in understanding the ancient civilization. Okay, this is why it is very important. See, $1 million in the sense around 8.6 crore rupees. 8.6 crore rupees for deciphering Indus Valley script. So it is a very huge chance for any cartographer or any calligrapher or any historian or archaeologist who are present in India. So if you are interested in this kind of decipheration, you can also pick up the job. You will get 8.6 crore and will be settled for your life. Then, so recent efforts and theories. Before we understand recent efforts and theories, we have to understand why it is very difficult to deciphering Indus Valley script. Okay, IVC, why it is difficult in deciphering the script. What is the issue? What is the issue in deciphering the script? Okay, so in the history, we should know that there are three types of, we divide the history into three types. One is prehistory, another one is history. Okay, prehistory, post history. Okay, what is prehistory? Prehistory is nothing but the time period before which there was no literature or there was no script. Okay, so there was no script present, meaning you cannot study this part of history through literary source or through script. Then how you are going to study this history? You will be studying this prehistory through artifacts. Okay, what are the important artifacts? Artifacts can be weapons or weapon tools, okay, such as bone tools, scrapers, scraping tools, hand axes, etc., etc. This is how we study prehistory, especially the Stone Age, Bronze Age, okay, Neolithic, etc. stages are studied based on the artifacts. And who studies this part of the history? It is studied by someone called as archaeologist. Okay, archaeologist. And then post history or history, this part is studied through the literature. Okay, so the literature is present here. Literature in the sense there can be inscriptions. Okay, inscriptions can again be either edicts in the sense Rajagnas, or there can be land charters in the sense Dana Shasanas, meaning a king has donated certain land to some other some communities, and edicts in the sense Rajagnas, that is there are some political orders given by the king, etc. type of inscriptions. Or there can be in literature, they can also be books. Okay, they can also be novels, stories such as Puranas, Itihasas, etc. Okay, in between these two, there is one more period that is called as, proto-history. What is this proto-history? Okay, is the literature or is the script available? Script or literature is available, but has it been deciphered? Are you able to study this history using the script? Then deciphering or studying that part of history through script is absent. This part of the history is called as proto-history. And proto-history in the context of India is nothing but Indus Valley Civilization. Okay, before Indus Valley Civilization, we had Neolithic, Chalcolithic, Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic, Chalcolithic, Bronze Age, etc., etc. And after Indus Valley Civilization, we had a Vedic civilization. In Neolithic, that part of time period, there was no script, there was no literature, and here there is script, and it has been deciphered. Important Vedas, etc., have been deciphered, have been studied, and the history of Vedic civilization has been studied through this. Okay, but this part there is script, but it has not been deciphered. Okay, this is the proto history. Now you can ask me, why is it very difficult to decipher the Indus Valley script? Okay, there are many reasons for deciphering the script, difficulty in deciphering the script. First and foremost is it is pictographic in nature. Okay, pictographic in nature, in the sense the words are similar to images. Okay, for example, if there is a word or if there is a letter which wants to indicate some loud sound, then it will be similar to this thunder. Okay, it indicates thunder. Okay, these are in pictographic forms. Okay, you can think there are many scripts which are pictographic and have been deciphered. Yes, there have been many pictographic scripts such as Egyptian script, and it has been deciphered. But why is it difficult to decipher Indus Valley script? Because of the availability of sources. Availability of sources. Sources in the sense, example, in the Egyptian script or Egyptian civilization, there were pyramids. Okay, there were pyramids, and in pyramids, under the pyramids, there were large inscriptions. Okay, large scale inscriptions for kilometers. Okay, for the length of kilometers. And when there is a length of kilometers or when there is a continuous ratings, then it is easier to identify patterns. Okay, using these patterns, we will be able to decipher the script. Suppose there is an inscription here, there is a word, like there is a any letter here, and it is repeated after certain period of or certain certain distance, and it is again repeated after certain distance. Okay, here you can use the pattern methodology. You can see the patterns and you can decipher the script. That is how it was used in deciphering Indus Valley Egyptian script, and this was how it was also used to decipher Brahmi script. Okay, Brahmi script, it was deciphered by James Prinsep. Okay, James Prinsep, he studied Ashokan edicts. He studied Ashokan edicts. Okay, there are many Ashokan edicts which are present all over India. 14 major rock edicts which are found at 8 different places, and then many minor rock edicts which are found at various places in India. They are able to identify a pattern because the inscriptions were lengthier in nature. They were lengthier, the sentences were longer, so they were able to identify the pattern and they were able to decipher the Brahmi script. But the issue with Indus Valley script is the inscriptions are absent. Okay, inscriptions are absent. Okay, there are no stone inscriptions present, there are no copper plate inscriptions, etc., etc., are not available. The only way or where we were able to identify the script was on the seals. Okay, the seals. Okay, you can think, okay, it is present in seals, then what is the difficulty in deciphering it? The seals were very smaller in size, either rectangular or square in size, and they were very small, and there are few words which are present or letters which are present on the seal, and it is very difficult to decipher this because there is no continuity of the seals. Okay, as a result, this has remained a history, and as a result, we are not able to decipher the script properly. Okay, even then, there have been efforts to decipher the script. Among them are two important efforts were done by B.A. Mukhopadhyaya. B.A. Mukhopadhyaya, Bhata Ansumali Mukhopadhyaya, she formulated a theory that according to her, Indus Valley script had a practical use. Okay, the practical use was in commercial purposes like trade permits and tax stamps, and rather than religious or literary functions, Initially, it was believed that Indus Valley Script was for religious or literary functions, but according to her, she says that it was not for religious or literary functions. It was for mainly for commercial purposes. That is why it is found only in the seals, which are used for trade and commercial purposes. Okay. But however, she was not able to completely decipher the script. She was not able to identify what letter meant what. Then there was another important theory, that is Ascoparpola, and he put up a Dravidian hypothesis. Okay, and he proposed a logosyllabic system where pictograms represent words or sounds. Okay, that is phonetic rebusses, meaning he had a logosyllabic symbol. Here there is a logo, and this logo will be associated with the syllabus or any word. If the logo is in the thunder, then there will be, okay, it is related to loud sound or thunder, etc., etc. If the logo is related to something like this, then they are going to give different meaning to it. Okay, that is pictographic or logosyllabic system. And he was the first person who said that Indus Valley Script is more similar to, or is derived, or it is a predecessor to Dravidian script, Dravidian languages, rather than what previously was believed that it was from Sanskrit script. But he believed that it was not from the Sanskrit script, or it is not a predecessor of Sanskrit script. Instead, it is a predecessor of Dravidian script. Okay. He also draws connections to the Tamil Nadu's Keeladi excavations, which shares similarities with the valley inscriptions. Okay. So now you can think why Tamil Nadu Chief Minister is involved in this one. Why he has announced $1 million prize for deciphering Indus Valley Script. Okay, do you understand now? Because there is a link to the Dravidian architecture or Dravidian culture. They say that most of the Indians or most of the peoples believe that Indus Valley Civilization was a predecessor of Indian culture. But however, there are debates whether it is a part of Sanskritic or Vedic culture, or whether it is a part of Dravidian culture. Many people believe it is part of Sanskritic culture, but during the excavations of Keeladi, they were able to identify the words or like letters were similar to what is present in Tamil inscriptions or Tamil scripture or Dravidian scripture. So they feel that Indus Valley Script is a predecessor of Dravidian script, or Tamilians or the Dravidian people were the original people who were present in Indus Valley Script. Okay, that is why he is very interested in these things. So this is about inscription, and it is the current affairs of this video. Now we will see the static part, that is about Indus Valley Civilization. The time period, it flourished between 2600 BCE to 1900 BCE, and the earlier settlements trace back to Mehergarh, which is in Balochistan. Mehergarh is actually a site belonging to Neolithic period, Neolithic and Chalcolithic period, and also part of Bronze Age period. Sorry, Bronze Age itself is Indus Valley Civilization. It is part of Chalcolithic period, and many people believe that Mehergarh is the continuation into Indus Valley Civilization. It is present in present-day Balochistan, and it covered around 1.5 million square kilometers across the modern India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. Okay, so it was very huge in like distances. So easternmost was Sarkotada, southernmost was Inamgaon, easternmost was Rangpur, okay, and northernmost was like in Jammu Kashmir, I forgot the name. So these are the like extents of Indus Valley Civilization. It covered around 1500 square kilometers, or 1.5 million square kilometers. Sorry, not 1500, 1.5 million square kilometers. So urban features, one of the most unique feature of Indus Valley Civilization is its urban structure. That is very well planned cities with the grid layouts and fortified structure. That is, the grid layout system was like this. This is the grid layout system, okay, and the houses were present here, and these were the roads. Okay, there were perpendicular roads present, and it was very well planned, and it was present at 90 degrees. This is grid pattern, and another one is citadel system or fortified structure. There are two citadels in the sense, if this is the total town plan, it was fortified. The like northern citadel or upper citadel was fortified like this. It was fortified, and in the upper citadel, most of the like aristocrats, kings, not the kings, aristocrats and rich people used to stay, and in the lower citadel, normal people used to stay, the commoners used to stay. And here there were advanced drainage systems also present, underground sewers, and emphasis was given on hygiene. Okay, in each of these roads there were spittoons present, there were street lamps present, etc., are also present. And granaries, warehouses, dockyards, and were like we're showing organized trade and food storage. So in Mohenjo-daro, we found out we excavated great granary which is present in Mohenjo-daro, and similar granaries were also identified and discovered in Harappa civilization of Harappa also. So we can say that urban features were very well planned and very well structured, which was even more advanced than the present day cities in the world, we can say. And then other important features include like artifacts. Okay, the cultural aspect of Indus Valley civilization stems out of artifacts. What are the artifacts? One is seals. It is made up of steatite featuring animal motifs and inscriptions in the undeciphered script. Okay, and then craftsmanship. People are involved in pottery, beads, terracotta figurines, and metal artifacts. These are all present in the time. And water management, there were reservoirs, wells, and baths, which indicates hydraulic engineering. Okay, even in around 4,000 years back, they used to use hydraulic engineering. So it was a very well advanced technologically. Then discovery, it was initially discovered by Dayaram Sahini, who discovered Harappa in 1921. He found seals, pottery, beads, certain granaries, metal scale, etc., found in Harappa. Since it was the first site discovered of this civilization, this is called as type site. Type site, and any civilization and its type site are combined to form a civilization name. That is why Indus Valley civilization is also called as Harappan civilization. And then R.D. Banerjee or Rakal Das Banerjee, he discovered Mohenjo-daro. He discovered seals, copper objects, and discovered granaries, great bath, etc., in Mohenjo-daro. John Marshall, he was able to identify similarities between Harappan and Mohenjo-daro artifacts despite the 604-kilometer distance. Despite the distance, he found out that there are similarities, and that is how he decided that both belong to similar civilization, same civilization. And there were many discoveries done by Jagapati Joshi, B.B. Lal, D.N. Mazumdar, H.D. Sankalia. Others were very involved in discovering Lothal, Satkazandaro, Kalibangan, Dholavira, etc., and recently Rakigari, which is considered as the largest site of Indus Valley civilization, which surpassed Mohenjo-daro. So this is about Indus Valley civilization. Like here you can see animal motifs are present. This is a picture of, or like this is the sculpture of made up of steatite. It is also called as bearded man or bearded monk. This is a bronze image of dancing girl who is standing in a Tribhanga position. And these are the terracottas in the sense small toys kind of things. Here also you can see the terracottas, and this is the seals. Here in the seals you can see the script what I was telling about. So it is a pictographic, and there is also a bull which is represented here, and there are terracottas of monkeys, and this is the pottery. So very advanced artifacts are present in that period. And then seals are animal motifs and deciphered inscriptions and terracotta figures, animals, mother goddesses. Here mother goddess is present, and daily life were depicted in artifacts and sculptures. And jewelry ornaments such as gold, silver, and semi-precious stone items which reflected trade and craftsmanship. And iconic sculptures include bronze dancing girl, which is a testament to artistic excellence and metalwork. And this also identifies the in a way it also identifies, or it also emphasizes that women are given higher standard. Women were given higher standard here. So the social status of women was very high in Indus Valley civilizations. And stated priest king, who is also called as bearded man, symbolizes the civilization's elite or religious authority. And then there is practical items such as pottery, toys and tools show technological advancements and social organization. And then script would unlock the information about the language, the cultural practice of the Indus Valley Civilization, their trade networks, religious beliefs, and administrative systems. Connections to modern languages or regional culture legacies like Dravidian roots can also be deciphered. So these are certain seals where there are scripts present here. This is a bull, and one of the most famous seal is about Pashupati Mahadeva. Okay, Pashupati Mahadeva, who is often considered as a proto Shiva. Okay, this is about Indus Valley Civilization. So I've covered holistically from the script to Indus Valley Civilization. If you like the video, then please hit the like button, comment on the video, and also share with your friends. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and also click on the bell icon so that you don't miss a notification. With this, I will end the video. Jai Hind.